what you're saying is that you're drowning in darkness and you're enjoying it. Let me ask you a few questions.
Of course, doctor.
Hello, good afternoon everyone. Welcome to Sacatun Sacatan. This is our first radio show. This is the radio show from Progressive Leipzig Collective. Welcome everyone on board. I'm very happy to be sharing this very, very special moment with you today. We are here at the studio of Radio Blau in Leipzig, Germany. I'm here sharing this really nice moment together today with my trinchero brother, MBK. How are you, brother?
Hi, Doko brother. This is a wonderful day. We're very, very happy to be here today. And I think we have ahead of us a hell of a show today with Doko, our companion today. So we're very, very happy to be part finally of our very first podcast.
And yes. How you mentioned, my friend, we have today Doko, our first guest. How are you, my friend?
Spectacular. I'm feeling sensational. This is absolutely amazing. For the last weeks, I was thinking in the chance of having this chance to be on air, and I'm very happy to do this with you guys that I enjoy every evening. I would like to thank everybody to make this possible, and the work we put behind it is amazing. Thank you, and I will try to do my best to please you with some music and some comments if you like to.
So, Sacatun Sacatan. Sacatun Sacatan is our first radio program. The idea of the show is to invite for each program one artist. Could be regional artist, could be local artist. The idea is to invite the person to share with us his work or her work, the passion for art, for culture, for events organization, and also to delight us afterwards with a live set here at the studio.
That's right, brother. The idea of this podcast is to give voice to the artists, local, regional artists, so that they can show their souls to the community, to our very beautiful electronic scene in Leipzig. So yes, that's the goal. That's what we aim to.
We invite all of you to join us and participate with us to the program. You can join us in our Instagram and our Telegram channel. You can find us as Progressive Leipzig, and you can communicate with us. You can send us the questions for the artist. You can send us commentaries, or if you would like to listen to specific song, you can also participate with us. Feel free. So, brother, we mentioned before that we are Progressive Leipzig Collective. I'm here sitting with, I would say, the people who started with all this crazy dream and very, very beautiful passion that we share together. So would you like to tell us a bit what is Progressive Leipzig, what is about?
Of course, my friend. I think that everyone that knows Progressive Leipzig has a different answer to this question. Mine would be that we are a group of people, of friends, with just love towards music, passion towards music, and that's why we started the collective with the aim to promote progressive and techno in the Leipzig scene, and also to create the best vibe possible, always with aims towards love, towards making one another feel comfortable at an event, at a party. So that's basically it.
And what can you tell me about your artistical idea or proposal? If I go to a party of Progressive Leipzig, which kind of music I will find, or how it would be?
Well, my friend, the idea is that we always develop a progression through the night. We are a team of DJs at our parties. We communicate very well with one another. So we can go along a curve through the night, and we take the public through a roller coaster of emotions.
What can you tell us, Doko?
I think that the most important aspect that Progressive Leipzig show is visibility, because actually we started ourselves asking for a place, asking for a party to play, for an event that accepts us, and that we have a chance to give back that exactly to the community. We are always welcoming new artists, and we are always trying to create this atmosphere where you can trust us, and you will have your needs fulfilled as an artist. We always try to collaborate with each other, and the overall scene in a Progressive Leipzig party is that really doesn't matter who is playing tonight. You know the kind of party you are going to.
The important thing is the music.
Absolutely.
So, what about now that we talk a little bit about the collective and what are we doing here together? Before starting to talk deeper about how we met and how everything has started, why don't we introduce ourselves? Who is MBK?
What a question. Mostly difficult question to answer. But yes, I'm an Argentinian DJ. I've been DJing now for 6-7 years, I'd say. I started back in Buenos Aires, my hometown. But I can only say that once I arrived in Leipzig, doors opened up for me in the electronic scene, thanks to you guys. You remember it very well. And yes, I started to explore the chances that were at hand here in Leipzig, in this beautiful, flourishing electronic community, electronic music community. And yes, so I started to play alongside Doko, along you, my friend. Then we gathered with other friends. We started Progressive Leipzig, playing at the park, at Clara Park mostly. That was the beginnings of Progressive Leipzig itself. And yeah, 200, 300 people showed up. And so I'm really very proud that my individual story has a lot to do with Progressive Leipzig. I believe that I've grew alongside the collective together. So it's I'm very proud and happy to be part of this wonderful project.
Very nice. I want also to take the opportunity to send big greetings to our friends, to the Progressive Leipzig family and the Progressive Leipzig crew, who always support us, who always is there for us, giving us the best attitudes and the best vibes. So now I would like to ask you, who is DJ Doko?
Okay, so DJ Doko is a DJ that started his career 20 years ago already. I'm feeling really old now, huh? But actually, I started 20 years ago at home, like we all tried to do at the very beginning. And well, that party was a New Year's Eve. Things progress quite rapidly until was, I think, 2 of January already, maybe 3. And then one of the DJs that was in the gig at home, he decided not to play in his next club gig. So I take his place, and that, I will say, was how DJ Doko was born. And nowadays the ideology keep doing the same. It's like getting together and showing up the spirit and the affection. It's nothing wrong with loving. Is nothing that you can get that will be not love. In some point, we give all that to the scene, to the community, to our music, and it's turning back in a beautiful way, and I'm really, really proud of where I am today.
So, all nice and good, my friend, but what about DJ Scoria? Who is Scoria?
That's also a very funny question. Well, my name is Nicolás Morandini. I come from a very small village in Córdoba, Argentina. And I started DJing when I was 15 years old. But I started as a Latin music DJ. I was working in weddings and private parties. This is how I started. And slowly, I always liked electronic music. No matter where I was, I tried to play a little bit or these tracks that okay, people might like it. And this was very funny because at some point it's like people were comment like oh, this guy is playing marcha. Do you remember marcha? In that time it's like not even electronic music was called, and that was very funny. But then was when I came back, or when I went to Leipzig, that I had the opportunity to play techno for the first time, because before I never had it. And this was with you, with DJ Doko and with MBK.
Yeah.
So that was, I would say, the night or the day that Escoria was born.
Yeah, that's a love story, actually. Yeah, it was actually your birthday, if I remember correctly.
It was my birthday.
Yeah, we get together. We get help from Raúl as well to bring us a space, and we make a party that was just to show some appreciation to Escoria. And MK was also playing. I think he first gig there. And in some point it was going really, really nice. And we thought, hey, maybe we can keep on going this.
Why not? Huh? Why not just keep going and bring in other artists and give the possibility to other person like us to show what they do and to do something together?
Yes. In some point, I think the scene so many times have a lack of visibility if you don't have the correct contacts. And we are here to try to change that in the better way we can. That is listening to somebody else, trying to give someone else the chance.
So, folks, if you're listening to us, just please have a look at our Telegram, our social media, Instagram. Follow us there, please, to find out about our next dates. That would be, what do we have, Scoria, upcoming?
Well, the next date is on 2nd of August here in Absturs. Then we have Eli Pamanoke on the 10th of August.
Oh yes, I heard that someone who's going to rock the night that night at Eli is playing, so I think that's you, right?
Yeah, I'm very happy. I'm very happy about it. Yeah,
Nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you for this very nice opportunity. And then we have...
To the end of the month, we have the 29th, we'll be playing for the first time in Ilse's Erika. There will be one hell of a Thursday, so guys and girls, show up. You won't believe what you'll hear that night. And be prepared, of course, to work on Friday.
So, nice, huh? Nice starting.
Really nice, really nice.
We are now back in the second part of our program. This is Sacatun Sacatan, no?
Sacatun Sacatan definitely refers to the rhythm that we hear more often when we are partying quite hardly. And it's something that always caught my attention, the way that we describe styles. Sometimes it's overcomplicated. I think that we are building new ways, new styles. How you define your styles, Goria? How is that going?
That's a really tricky question because in my case, I like to pick up music and then I always end up deciding what I play at the moment. Like for instance, I take a bit of techno, I take a bit of deep tech, I take a bit of something maybe more trippy, more hypnotic, and then it will depend always. You're laughing. You don't believe me. You're laughing. It will always depend on that. But if I need to label myself somehow, it will be always related to techno. This sound, this heavy and fatty bass that makes you move.
Yeah, got you. Yeah. Absolutely.
But let me ask you a question. We'll never hear from you Progressive Tech, right?
No. But you can hear down tempo at some point.
Oh, how would that work?
Yeah, I will start the evening or the afternoon. I actually played for your birthday last year.
I remember. Yeah,
doing a little warm up or just a different phase. Let's say I like to play when I play to make. For me, the aim, as I said before, I started as a Latin music DJ, so my aim was always making people dance. So when I play electronic music, I seek the same. I want to make people dance. But it's not just about making the people dance. It's also to have some following some lines, some story, some color, telling somehow a story. That's why also I like to play down tempo, because you have so many different elements to play and have fun. Different with techno. And what about you, MVK? How can you describe?
Nice question. Well, I'd say that my spectrum is a little bit too broad because I really like progressive. I'm talking about 122, 124 BPMs. But I also do like techno. I don't know, anything between 130, 137, 38 would also work for me. But in the end, I think it's not about BPMs. It's just about music, about rhythm, about groove, about understanding what people want, what people is asking for at the dance floor. And yeah, so I like to slowly add elements into the mix so I can play a little bit with the emotions of the people and bring them through a roller coaster, let's say. Doko, tell us about yourself, about your tastes. I've heard you so many times and you always blew my mind. Man, how do you do it?
Well, I will say that my primary subgenre is deep tech, and I use other elements as well, but my main focus is always the crowd. I always look a bit silence at the beginning of every party because I'm looking around and understanding what's going on and trying to find music for that moment. I always take pride, let's say, in coordinating all your folders, making everything in a way that you can find your music quickly. And therefore, I'm always ready for making a turn when the crowd asks for it. A lot of times we are focusing just maintaining the gender, but mixing a little bit of here and there I do as well. But mostly I use deep tech, melodic techno, similars.
Something like this could be, no?
Absolutely, yes. We normally have this kind of taste, that groovy dark sound.
For you folks and girls listening to us today, thank you for being there. We kindly ask you to join us on Telegram and Instagram to get our latest updates of events, activities, and all that has to do with our lovely Progressive Leipzig Collective.
For me, this is a really, really nice and special moment because, like we were talking, just about how we met, how all this dream that we are sharing together, which is playing music, organizing our own events like open airs, parties, or even events where we can sometimes give a hand to the people, like contribute with the community, maybe making a soli party or something like this. All these things that we do, we make it with all our heart, with all our soul, and it's such a nice gift to be able to share this passion and this love for something with a group of people like you and like the rest of the people from the collective. So I just want to say thank you very much to you, MBK, to you, Doko, to all the Progressive Leipzig crew. I want also to say thank you very much to Radio Blau for this space, to sharing this possibility with us, to bring our proposal, to bring artists, to play music here and to show to the Leipzig community and also the surroundings what we do, and to share this passion and this love for music, for art, for culture, and for this wonderful thing that is connect people through music. And I wanted to ask you something, Doko.
Go ahead.
Because you were talking and describing in a very, very nice way what you do when you arrive to a place and you search or
Yeah,
think.
the silence walk.
Exactly.
Yeah,
This is a very interesting concept. Would you like to tell us a bit more? Do you do this in every event you go to play?
Almost. I think it's part of it. It's in some point when I arrive to the party. Mostly, I have an idea that what I want to share that night. But in the moment is where I decide if it was the right guess or not. So I need to walk around the dance floor and to be, sharing a bit the vibe. Sometimes I not involved in conversation with friends, even that they are maybe talking to me. Hey, welcome. How are you doing? I'm like, I was not paying attention and walking around. And in some point, then it's like I do that. Let's say 2 hours before my slot time, and then I go ahead and somehow I already know where to go.
Nice. And I would like to know, for example, you receive a message. You need to play. Let's say, I don't know, 2 weeks, 1 month. What do you feel? How is for you when you get? Oh, I will play again.
Oh yeah. Well, I think that's it's the same rush that I have at the very beginning. It's the same emotion, the same happiness, and the same. Let's put it in a way. I won't say anxiety, but it's something that tickles. I don't know what it is.
I think I understand what you mean. This like butterflies on the stomach, no?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, folks, we have a question from our Telegram group, Progressive Leipzig family. For you, Doko, of course. What's the inspiration behind your set, and how important is crowd work as DJ?
Well, yeah, exactly. Well, I was already in that mood with the last question that we were talking about, this silence walk. Actually, yes. For me, let's say crowd management will be the top that a DJ can do, because actually, learn the technique of mixing one track to another, you will eventually get it. Also, we are big collectors. DJs, we define ourselves like a real music collectors. And then what else is there to make a difference in the jam, a difference in how people perceive your music? Is that interaction, is that you are flowing with the people, you are trying to let's say anticipate what they want to hear on the next half an hour or where they want to go. It's always the best scenario possible to make at least a nice surrounded by people who's enjoying themselves. Yeah, in this scenario, when you start making people really, really flowing and really enjoying themselves, then is when you get more attention. And even you can make a slight mistake, but if you do it with that class, trying to risk for more, trying to make a difficult mixing just for trying to bring something new to that already good party. I think that's the way it should be.
Alors, on redevient enfant.
Very nice question. Very nice. I also agree completely with you that besides all the DJ techniques you might have, I think the best is the crowd lecture or the crowd feeling. You can be the best, but if you're playing something the crowd is not feeling, is not fitting there.
You can be an absolutely master of every technique. Yeah, I know a lot of DJs who really are technique masters, and they show up in every show, and they are maybe sometimes overdoing their tricks. They are always trying to show let's say like the player who's playing for the people who chill him up. And normally that's not the flow of any party. So that's also what I like to be my mixes in between.
Let us go with one more question from our Telegram group, Progressive Leipzig family. This one is a tricky one, Doko. So, which one would you say was your best gig?
Oh, so I have a few that were astonishing, but my biggest blast was in a party 2012 Black Beats. Was Black Beats like Black Beat, and was like I arrived already to the place, and the place was packed, and I have this show. I have to be from 5 to 7 a.m. and was absolutely crazy. Was people were really enjoying themselves. I ended without my T-shirt. That is a kind of a signature move, you know. Whenever the things are going wild, I just take my T-shirt and show at a bit of hairy chest. But the main idea is like I was having a blast, and yeah, that gig in Plagwitz in 2012 probably was one of the best, and is the one I remember now.
So I'll continue with some thanks on this beautiful path that we've been doing with music. I don't want to forget about Caracan, Raul, who gave us always a chance to grow as a collective, a place where many actually people, many parties happened. And of course, we also like to give the thanks to Elipa Manoke. They always are there giving us new dates and new gigs. And of course, once again, to all of our Progressive Leipzig Collective here supporting us and working all together. So thank you guys for this moment. Thank you for being part of this dream come true. And yeah, so what do we have up next, my good friend?
Well, up next we have on next Friday, 2nd of August, we have our next gig in Absturs Club here in Südvorstadt. Then on the 10th of August, we have the next one at Elipa Manoke. And at the end of the month, we will have our very, very first time where?
In El Cesarica. That'll be one wild Thursday, so be sure to have your ticket, your entrance to get there, because it will be wild. And also, have your Krankenbeschreibung ready for the Friday, of course.
So I would like to keep going with the talk.
All right.
Yes, but now not just asking about your DJ life. I would like to know how is just a regular day in Doko's life.
Okay. So as you guys know, but I'm a family dad. I have 3 beautiful kids, Pippo, Nicole, and Olivia, and a beautiful wife, and I have let's say a regular life with a daytime job. Things about these dreams on music always remains where you need or not need that money to pay the rent. When always you have to, use that money to pay the rent. Sometimes you end up doing things that you are not proud in your music career. This way I can maintain myself true to do the parties I want to do with the people I want to work, and that's beautiful.
And how is it for your kids, for example, that their daddy is a DJ?
Well, so there is a bright side that, let's say, daddy have a lot of passion for music and energy for all the parties and all that. But I have to recognize that always is a side back when I cannot attend my kids. I always sleepy sometimes on Sundays, and I have to compensate a little bit with extra tasks, let's say. But for them it's kind of funny. I think they are also more open to a lot of music, but I don't push them to listen to me, come be part of us, I just try to let them grow.
Nice. Really, really nice. I can imagine that has to be very, very interesting challenge.
Yes. This is balancing two different kind of situations, but it's really, really beautiful.
So, we are here again with DJ Doko. This is Sacatun Sacatan, the radio show hosted by Progressive Leipzig Collective, a space dedicated to music, art, and to share all this passion together with other artists and, of course, with you on the other side. What do you say if we take a little break now with one song?
Sure, let's go for it.
We have one concept we have for Sacatun Sacatan when we invite our DJ guest is that we ask the guest for one song that can be any kind of song, just something that could somehow show something of the side, the artistic proposal, or whatever the artists want to share with us. So, what do you bring for us today, Doko?
Well, I bring old track. Is 2010. It's a track from Beat Bizarre. It's something that, from my point of view, is a beautiful composition, start to end. Allows you to start your sets like that. You can end your sets with it. Is so many pieces, so many faces on the same pattern. It's really beautiful, and I have excellent memories about using this track. It's something that defined me because start like something that is really, really upgrowing and building up, and in some point it surprised you a lot.
So here we leave you with Drove Cab from Beat Bizarre by DJ Doko.
The only thing you did not know.
So, it was the year 2010, November 2010, and Iboga Records was releasing the EP If You Knew by Beat Bizarre, and it was included this track, Straw Cab. And this is the recommended track by DJ Doko, our guest today. I would like to ask you, this was the sound you were playing when you started?
No. Actually, when I started as a psytrance DJ.
Okay.
I used to mix, let's say, psytrance. Let's say from the year 2003 or 4, I started with psytrance, and then surely developed into deep tech. In some point, I was obviously I studied in Argentina, in Buenos Aires as well, and I flew to Europe. And at the very beginning, I find myself in a, let's say, situation where I was finding much more interested music that was released by psytrance producers, but with a different AKA, and normally was some kind of deep tech, melodic techno, or similars. And I was fascinated. I couldn't stop after that.
What about this sound? This track for me means DJ Doko.
Yeah, well, it's one of the classics. Nowadays, that things come with the years and with losing hair and with getting fat. You are getting this kind of classic tracks that you're using and are kind of a signature tracks in some point. I try to don't overuse them, but yes, that's Models on Cocaine from Ticon. Yeah, it's quite excellent track. The vocals is absolutely blaspheme, so it's fantastic.
When I listen to the track, I find what you were describing before. This this bass that makes you move.
Yes.
But these sounds that keep you there, and you are like, come here, don't go.
Yeah. It's for my point of view, is that they're using progressive psytrance bass lines, and they are adding tech arrangements and some percussions, so it's going wild.
To all of our listeners, you should see the faces and moments in this studio today. Just so on the brink of laughing. So Doko, I do have a question
Please.
for you, and talking about the history of the electronic scene. How would you describe the evolution of the electronic scene in the past 20 years?
Oh, wow. Let's put it like this. It changed a lot, but it's not about technology. It's not about the old clubs or the new clubs. It's a different generation. It's a completely different scenario. And let's put it like this. The older generation was wilder. Was less questions and less thinking in the future, was more living in the moment and enjoying ourselves. Also, you won't see, and I like when that happened, that nobody's using their phone in the dance floor. That is something that changed a lot. You can see that a lot of people is just there to show other people that they were there, and that's not an idea in general, but I won't complain about new generations because that's a kind of an easy punch. I just will say that it always in some point, I would say it decantates to something much more solid, and it's called underground.
Really nice to have this opinion from somebody like you have so much years of experience, and you could see also a lot of changes and progression with the years. What do you think it's like the biggest progression you can imagine that happened in this time that you are playing? For example, you think it's the technology, you think it's this change like you mentioned of the people on like showing, not just coming for dancing, or it's not the music the main thing now, is something else?
No, I think so. The hardcore lovers of music, they are always there, and you will find these parties and these peoples everywhere when you know where to go. But The issue is normally that people just think in the mainstream, but I see a lot of evolution in the music. Nowadays we are hearing a lot of techno artists that they say they are mixing techno, but they are actually sounding a lot like the progressive psytrance I was using back in 2010, and they sound 135 BPM, sounding exactly like progressive trance used to sound. And it's not bad, actually, because it's bringing a lot of people together on the same old school rhythm. And I appreciate it. It opened a lot of possibilities, even to play my old tracks.
So what a moment we're having today here in Radio Blau. Thank you, Radio Blau, for this chance to be here today. We also like to remind our listeners to follow us on Instagram and Telegram to be up to date with our next shows, which will be on the 2nd of August, right, Scoria?
Yeah, that's it. We have next Friday, 2nd of August, our next gig at Absturz Club. Doko will be playing. We will have a very special guest from Berlin, Tom Pavicic. He's producing his own tracks, and he also has collaborations with important labels into the progressive house. Also, Red, he will be playing, and also I will have the opportunity to be there. So please join us, and also you can join us on the 10th of August in El Ipamanoque and on the 29th of August at Ilses Erika in Konnewitz, where we will be having our very first show. So, Doko, before giving you the space to play your set and delight us with the music selection that you brought, I would like to ask you, if you are in a regular day, just and you put your headphones and you play something, which music does Doko listen besides electronic music, or which is your, I don't know, your little escape valve, or
that's really, really interesting. Actually, growing up, being a teenager, I was a huge Marilyn Manson fan, and you wouldn't believe it. I have my dark side as well, but so I used to listen to heavy metal, also some Argentinian heavy metal. Like the good fellow Ricardo Iorio and etc. I used to listen to a lot of heavy metal back in the days. That will be my to-go music, but sometimes I also like to hear something absolutely quiet and, let's say, in a point super relaxed, like could be country music or some funk. Something that take out my mind, but nowadays I'm sometimes not able to choose the dial of that because I have kids, and those are making the choices sometimes. I'm luckily finding that they have their own taste in music, and they are showing me that taste, and it's marvelous. I just enjoy every minute when they show me some new music.
Beautiful.
Yeah. It takes me sometimes to adapt and say, all right, okay, but they are in a good path, I think.
Very nice, very nice. I was just thinking about the relation between the sound of heavy metal and psytrance, and how you keep on with this sound somehow.
Well, actually, if you think about it, the people who is more fanatic with their souls about styles is something that is depending on which is talking on how is your view on it. But heavy metal fans and psytrance fans, they are always there. They are really fidel. They won't stop, and they are not afraid to show they are the true identity. Yeah, being with leather jackets or being with red locks, it doesn't matter. It's they are playing their own character and they are enjoying themselves, or at least they try their best to do it.
Would you like to tell us before playing how is that Doko game? That what means Doko?
That's a funny story. Yeah, well, actually, so I was also a fan of how it was Japanese art back in the days, and it happened to be that I'm a Libra in the horoscopo, and what I do is like I'm for the first star of Libra, the first shiny star is named Doko. And therefore, on my small ego, I think I can call myself a star in a constellation of my own.
This is a good one. Yes. Nice. What a nice moment we are sharing. Really. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So we invite at this moment to DJ Doko to get ready for the decks. And for those that are not having the possibility to watch what's happening here, I will tell you again, we are hosting our first radio show. This is Sacatun Sacatan, a radio show hosted by Progressive Leipzig Collective. I'm here with MBK and DJ Doko. I'm Scoria. We are all part of Progressive Leipzig Collective. And we are sharing this space to share our passion with other artists and with all the Leipzig community about art, about music, about organizing events, and of course, about DJing and making people dance and connected. So, DJ Doko is ready, and now I will leave you with DJ Doko for a live DJ set here at the studios of Radio Blau.
Every lie you tell incurs a debt to the truth. Sooner or later that debt is paid. That is how our main
Sacatun Sacatan. Progressive Leipzig Podcast. Live on Radio Blau. Today in the mix, DJ Doko.
le sais là que l'alcool, si t'es moindrement gêné ou ben t'as peur de te faire regarder croche, ça va pas nécessairement résoudre tous tes problèmes de même, là, ok? Mais de cette façon-là, tu vas être capable de dealer avec la pression d'être qu'est-ce que t'es dans le fond, en dedans. Dealer avec la pression. Dealer avec la pression. Dealer avec la pression.
Sacatun Sacatan, Progressive Leipzig Podcast, live at Radio Blau. Today in the mix, DJ Doko. Sacatun Sacatan. Progressive Leipzig Podcast. Live at Radio Blau. Today in the mix, DJ Doko.